I'm pressing buttons. Yeah, we should be live now. Okay, welcome back, everybody. This is the Huddersfield Store Championship. As you can totally guess, I'm in Huddersfield, and so is Rotaj right now with me on the stream here.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful day in Huddersfield. No, it's sunny and it's.
It is. I was in Huddersfield. I did go to Huddersfield for a regional a long time ago. So I have been there at least.
Okay.
And I shop too. Yeah, it's up north. I try not to go north. It's scary.
It's grim up there. Yeah. There's even a song about this. So yeah, what's going on right now? Basically, there was a bit of a technical break in the tournament.
So
for
I
people
think
to take,
we've obviously had an online school championship today because obviously of Corona it deemed it wasn't safe.
Yeah.
We've had the Swiss rounds, 4 Swiss rounds, and now we've got the top 4 cut to come up.
Exactly. There was a bit of a technical break for people to just rest and refresh and have a toilet break or whatever they need to get their beverages in front of them. I think that could actually, I hope this is not going to keep up this situation, but this could be a thing at some point where you just send, imagine you have a tournament of you have a GNK and then you just send cutouts or printouts of people that you play against, so you can just put the person's kind of face on your screen when you play. No, that sounds very bad and it shouldn't be happening, and probably easier to do with Skype or anything else. Yeah. But yeah, nothing beats human contact.
Yeah, so I think we're just waiting, for a bit more admin.
Yeah. If you don't mind sharing, you were playing Sunny today. Care to tell us a bit more about that?
So you broke up a bit there. I caught. Can you share? And I
didn't. You were playing Sunny today. So
I was playing Sunny today, and that was a terrible idea. I took it last week to BCom to prove a point to Swifty, and it didn't do terribly. I made some changes, and it struggles against Asmari. I faced two Asmari, an Argus, and a CTM. I did beat the CTM somehow, but it struggled. So I think that experiment is just going to get thrown in the bin now. Not sure what I'll play next. There's always April Cannock. I've done that before, maybe. Obviously, there's a lot of 419 today. I think there was 7 out of 20 people on 419.
Yeah.
So maybe do that. I don't play criminal decks. I would be terrible.
It's for me. It's usually quite funny to figure out what's the preferred flavor for different people, because I'm not a good player for a particular faction. I just tend to have hunches I want to play this or this, and sometimes they're terrible meta calls, which I'm fine with. But sometimes it's hey, this is actually quite fun, and people are not expecting this, and I'm actually scoring points. So yeah, but I try to play everything from the pie, because the game is just so much fun in so many different ways. So
yeah, and that's it. And obviously, we've got it's quite interesting looking at that top 4. That obviously there was only one Shaper player, and that Shaper player has actually made the cut.
Yep.
And obviously now Anox are in there, and there's quite a few Anox today. I didn't play any of those people today, so I don't know if that's good or not. I don't know.
It's going to be interesting.
But I did play Motion Blur Peter Cox last week, so I know what his Asmari does and his 419 does, if nothing else.
Just checking whether the tables are already set up. Not just yet.
One minor admin. I shouldn't really bring this up on a live stream, but it's probably worth. The stream is not appearing in Slack. Oh, it is now. Apologies.
It should be. It should be.
It's just appeared now. Perfect.
Yeah. Okay. There's a bit of a delay. Yeah. And I think that I think we had Michael Papadopoulos trying to tweet it and then failing to do it earlier. But this is perfectly fine. This is not supposed to be this is just for fun. And actually, what I'm gonna do, hopefully this week, because I will have some extra time, I will write down a very quick setup for people who are interested in streaming on their own, even if they don't want to commentate. Because I think it's quite a nice thing to record those things if they're online and just have it there for the people.
I would actually myself be interested in that. I was considering, until I found out about this event today, I was thinking, well, actually, maybe I'll stream some games, just me just playing John J Net against myself, or maybe play other people, who knows?
I do remember you telling, you sharing the stories of you testing decks against yourself on JNet,
that's literally all I've done the whole week. I quite literally have not played a single real person. I just test against myself. I do find it kind of useful. It's a bit sad and lonely doing that, but yeah.
Then again, you get to test them. So so we have 2 games up. We have GameNet versus, sorry, I'm going to be jumping around, 419, and then we have Wayland, so Argus versus 419. I think we're going to take a look at the GameNet game, if you don't mind. I'm just going to jump in there.
Absolutely.
I'm just going to ask. Quick typing, not good. Okay. So let's see what's gonna happen here. I'm gonna pull things up on the other screen that's not being streamed. But yeah, so you said you haven't played against any of those people, and I've seen.
No, not today. I played Motion Blur last week.
Yeah, I've seen some of the, like, I think I'm pretty sure about the 419s. The Val, I don't remember if it was I haven't seen this Val. Maybe it's not an APOC Val. I don't know.
There isn't a Val.
Oh, sorry. I haven't refreshed. Sorry, I haven't refreshed this instance of Cobra. Sorry. The Haley, I haven't seen it, so I have no idea what's there.
Nor have I. Yeah. I know that Chrome did get swept in the first round, but then they swept their last. Well, they swept 2 rounds and then did a 2-for-1.
Okay.
So it's just gone well for them since then. So at that point.
Fair enough. Let's just wait until the organizer kicks off this round, and we'll see what happens. I don't know, like. Well, yeah. If I may have your thoughts on false lead, because that seems to be, after last week's big event where there were a lot of people from different metas discussing. I think a lot of people were like false lead this, false lead that. We've seen some false lead in this tournament. What do you think? Should it be like restricted or maybe removed from the pool?
That's an interesting one. I did face a couple of false lead decks last week. I did lose to one, but that I felt was more my mistake. And I did beat another one. I beat 2 other ones. So. But obviously, I found with Sunny, if the game goes on long enough, you just have so much money they can never ever land the hard-hitting news. So I don't know if it is a problem. It can be frustrating. I can totally understand that. But for me, I don't think it's a problem. But obviously, events like this, where we get some data, will sort of help us find out.
Yep. Okay. Okay. I think we're off to a game here then. 419 versus GameNet. GameNet, which I tried to play as an ID just to see if NBN has a brand new flavor, and indeed it does. It's like econ denial, or yeah, well, basically it's playing with your money NBN. But yeah, I don't know. I wasn't really good with it because I had to learn when to install a Bologna. I think that was the trick.
Okay. Ooh, so. Corpus took some mulligans, so I mean that upgrade could be anything. It could well be a Christian, but obviously GameNet. I honestly don't know what GameNet decks look like.
So yeah, the root has a Crisium, but then we have no idea what the ice is. Yeah, indeed, because I think it was exposed. So yeah, they didn't want to pay extra.
Yeah, that's fine.
Turnpike, fair enough. Solid ice. Nice to see this make a comeback.
Yeah, and also GameNet some money straight away.
Yeah.
Possibly not the worst, but then I suppose if they do get doof, they can always rest the Crisium, so it's not a major problem. Ooh, and they hit a Bologna already. That's quite interesting.
Yep.
So they know there's one in HQ.
So now the question is, how many agendas in the HQ?
Well, this is it. We have no way of knowing, but
yeah.
Obviously, they haven't done deck lists, so neither player knows what is in each other's lists. That's one thing to factor in.
Yeah.
Obviously, against 419, it's either going to be some reg list or an APOC list. That's where they need to main. There's some subtle differences between them, but those are the main 2 types. GameNet, as I said, I don't really know. I just expect lots of bias like Turnpike, Gold Farmer, IP Block, those sort of things.
Okay, that could be the Bologna.
Possibly. Yeah, I suppose they had 5 cars. They're just sort of probably just digging around for some money at the moment.
Oh, here goes the turn. Okay. The great Atuin is making R&D runs, and we'll see if there's. Oh, okay. Moneying up. that could be like their. I've seen an HHN. I should probably money up. Okay. Poking, yeah, just to see. I'm betting Gold Farmer.
Gold Farmer, maybe a border control. I don't know. I guess by getting the turtle token, they can get through various ice. Yeah, the corpse in a tricky place. They need money. Also, the Christian is really helping them out here because at least they can get money and know they're not going to lose it immediately to a doof. This is sort of it's very sort of tense opening at the moment, just to see, because both players aren't particularly rich at the moment.
Yeah, it's a very low money game at this point, but well, it's just a start. But yeah, turn 3, you definitely want to have some money. There's a lot of thinking going on, but okay.
Ooh, Data Ward. Okay, it's very spicy.
That was the one that was getting. Yeah, exactly. That was the one I was like, wow, I haven't seen this card in a while as well. Okay, yeah.
Card comes down.
Yeah, moneying up. I think this is one of the parts I like the most about the new IDs coming up, because people just start digging through, for example, all the ice combos that could potentially work with something, and then just dig up cards that, okay, yeah, it was like released 4 years ago or something, like, oh, this still works, okay. Or it makes something happen that you weren't expecting.
Yeah, I've always sort of liked it when a new card comes out and then you think, oh, let me get this old card that I've never played before. So
yeah.
And yeah, this Savannah knows there's one Engender in HQ. There's a chance I was beginning to get into an HQ now, so they can afford to sit back a little bit at the moment.
Yeah.
I don't think the corpse in a single, apart from the shooter, which never got fired, they've yet to see any econ yet, so it's making it really hard for them.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, they might have drawn into all their operations, like, like some HHNs, or they're just trying to figure
exactly, yeah,
holding on to it.
Yes. HHNs, we don't know, is this like a boom deck? Is it a exchange deck?
Oh, there goes the money. Okay.
That's good. Okay. So the runner has no respect for that. I mean, they've got Liberated, I guess, so they can easily click off that. Yeah. They want to get the Paragon going.
Oh! Okay, I think there was a bit of flooding happening. Like.
So would you run HQ now to go and have a look?
Well, I didn't get a counter on the turtle, so I would. Well, yeah. I mean, if I get up to 3, I mean
That's it. That's a fair point. Yeah, you want to break the turnpike.
Yeah.
Because if the trace fires, you're gonna give the court one whatever happens to the encounter effect.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, our court player needs to pop away for something.
Yeah. So now commercial break.
I guess one of the downsides of an online tournament is that your family, friends, whoever's at your house, they may not appreciate the importance of Netrunner.
I think this is a good idea for merch. You can have like little flags or little stands that you just put on right next to your door, or on your, like, some sort of a thing that just signalizes to people, like, signals to people, sorry, like, yeah, I'm busy right now, like I'm just not there. I'm with my head in cyberspace, hacking servers or defending them, or yeah. So I don't know, a commercial break. If you were to advertise something, what would you? Please advertise.
I think I would advertise. Oh, it's a good question, actually. I think there's some good pad units out there. I mean, there's even a campaign for the pad units, so I think people should definitely buy one. Only cost you 2, but you'll get 1 in return.
This sounded like an ad from the 90s, but fair enough. No, like a retro ad, yeah. Fair enough. I usually try to advertise healthy drinks, like, like water or hot chocolate or something. But then again, who knows? I mean, maybe people
not diesel or blueberry diesel. I'm sure they're very healthy.
I've seen a card that could help a lot with that, but yeah, actually we had stickers on. Yeah, there was a, like, we had Mar from here, like she had stickers for cans, and then we had blueberry diesels in a photo shoot a year ago. That was quite funny. But yeah, I'm curious about the taste though of diesel because I'm not a big fan of energy drinks. Oh, here we are. Sorry, back in the game.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Not much happened. Just building up the remote.
Yeah. Well, you do have the money, so yeah.
Ooh.
That's pressure on the runner a bit.
So we assume it's an agenda.
Yeah, could be a QPM.
So they can run R&D. No, they know what the ice is. They know. They still res it. Ooh, okay.
That's a res though. That's hefty 6. So.
Pay the 3. That's I suppose I've got to pay 3 to dodge the tag. So get an access while you're there.
Yeah.
Get the Paragon trigger.
Unless it's an agenda. Oh, sorry, yeah, Paragon yes, but like the turtle, no. Okay, no steel. Okay.
So now they've got turtle. So
yeah. So yeah, I would probably poke the HQ just for a bit, but then again, the remote could be anything. Could be a QPM behind the Raven.
I mean, I suspect there's an IP. There might be an IP block on that remote.
Oh, that's a good play.
That would be really punishing for the turtle.
Yeah, but that's a good play. You get money, you get access. Unless.
Yeah. For them to res that data ward, they must be either unless it's an NGO, they must be fairly confident about that remote.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they have a DRM, that's not bad. And a Crisium.
Or maybe they're just going to well, I suppose they could do for them, I guess, but then the corp would still be on 4 credits either way.
Oh right, now I remember Bravado being really good because Crisium just doesn't do anything to it, so resing the Crisium didn't make any sense whatsoever. Yeah, okay. Oh, reduce the volume of the JNet sounds. Absolutely. I'm gonna go into the mixer. Whoops, sorry, doing a bit of... Very good point. They're going to be there very, very quiet in the background just because for me, it's good to hear actually that something's happening in case there's a break. Okay, that was an NGO, so that's, yeah. That was a good bet on this being an NGO. And in goes another card.
Okay, so shoring up HQ. Obviously, they've lost the Crisium now, so they need a bit more ice on HQ.
Yeah.
But they would like to clear that. That Grant's doing a lot of work in this game, so they really would like to clear it if they could.
Yep. I really find the data ward an interesting include here. It's just so nice.
Oh, okay, so that's probably, I think you mentioned earlier, that's probably the Bologna in the remote. We saw that earlier on.
Yeah, yeah.
So we know that's somewhere. It'll be quite expensive to run to go get that.
Indeed.
So I think it'll cost them 4 on the gold farmer, and then you need at least 9 credits.
What if it's a double gold farmer? That'll be it.
So there's an Ashfar on the remote, so that's not going to do a great deal. I get why they put it there, because they needed some ice, but obviously, unless you're Blue Sun, you can't reposition your ice very easily, so it's been much nicer to have an HQ. So I wonder what this is.
Here comes the money run. What's yours?
I guess one of the downsides of GameNet is obviously you could try and spend all your money here so the runner gets less, but because of the GameNet triggers, that may not happen.
Yeah. Actually gonna rescale things a bit.
I'm guessing they'll let him go through the turnpike and then probably pop it at that point.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's a perfect way to just stop the diversion of funds.
I think I do. I don't want to go into. I don't want to go.
Well, yeah.
I think you have to. If you can't have the run have 8 credits and you have no credits because you'll be in a bad position.
Yeah. And if that's Bologna, you're gonna get the money back anyway, and they cannot really contest
it back. Get 3 points.
Yeah. So is it a Bologna or is it an NGO? No, it's a Bologna.
I suppose any danger is that you could be doof next turn quite easily, but that'll be the second doof gone at least, worst case. And another corporate grant trashed.
Oh, there we go. The booth, yeah.
But this isn't as bad. I mean, it's not ideal, but there'll be 2 grants are gone, 2 doofs are gone, which is quite a lot of the Condonars gone already.
Yep.
And you'll still get the money from the turnpike, so you're not as poor as you would be.
Yep.
Ooh, ouch. Okay, that's made things a lot worse.
Yeah. Yeah. Now you're kind of hoping that R&D doesn't spit out too many agendas too fast.
I mean, the runner's on 1 point, so it's not. You can afford to give up a few points.
Yeah.
Ideally, none, obviously. But you have some margin at the moment.
Oh, installing archives, interesting.
No.
Oh yeah, okay. I was a bit confused by this. Oh no, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, because they're going to do a purge, so
okay.
If they're going to purge, you might as well show them what the ice is.
Yeah.
If they start going for a gold farm to charge up the turtle, then you're fine with that. Because that'll get very expensive.
I wonder if there's going to be like a bronze farmer, platinum farmer, diamond. Okay.
The only downside of that purge is unless they get a lot of money this turn, then they're not going to be able to sort of. Yeah, I suppose they're not going to purge it, are they? They need a bit more money because they need to be able to res the gold farm, which is cheap, and the data ward, which isn't cheap.
Yeah, that's like 9 credits in total. So
yeah, so they need to get some money together.
Yeah. And the turtle keeps getting stronger, so yeah, like.
I mean, there'll definitely be a purge soon. I've no doubt of that. You wouldn't ice our cards otherwise, and I think you have to do that in this sort of situation.
Yeah.
Because this looks like a fairly glacier game net deck from what we're seeing, as opposed to an asset spam one, if there is such a thing.
We should ask an asset spam expert. So yeah, would you run R&D now hard or not really? I mean,
I would certainly want to check it once a turn.
Yeah.
As I said, if I'm facing an ID like this where I'm not entirely sure what's going on, then the information is actually quite useful to know, because we've seen border controls, which gives us some clues as to what's going on. But it's just good to know, is this, as you said earlier, is this hard-hitting news? Is it kill deck? Will it be a ceaseless exchange deck? Is it just glacier? It's sort of, and you only get that by seeing cards. So if you can access R&D for free, then might as well do it. Particularly when you're about to get purged and you might not be able to access as easily.
Yeah, the criminal is down 1/3 of their deck, so they're probably drawing into their icebreakers, the other icebreakers now.
Yeah, I guess the one thing criminal would like is a turning wheel. That would have been very useful, because I've had quite a few accesses so far.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. So still, I mean, well, I don't know. Would I be clicking for credits instead? No, I mean, small difference, and you're already in the hedge fund range anyway.
Yeah, I think they just want to get enough ice so when they do purge, they can actually res the ice. Yeah. Because the data order just was too expensive.
Yeah. Plus, it's a slot machine, which is only 3 to res, so that's already annoying.
And that's pretty good, yeah. But they've got the pad taps, so at least if the corp's making money, you're making money, so. Yeah, there's been quite a lot of R&D accesses yet, so interesting. The agendas are either all in HQ or they're further down.
Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah. Because I was going to say, I'm just wondering if any other breakers are going to hit the table anytime soon. And here we go.
Here's the purge.
Yep.
So I'm assuming an IP block on R&D, and we know about the gold farmer on archives. So fire bounce. Probably run. I do the expose, get a token.
And then you can.
Oh no, I guess using it for econ for money and cards.
Okay, you can run here safely because the slot machine is 3. Can't res it.
So, So I wonder if that. Obviously, we don't know what the ice is, but if you can't res the ice, then then doing the purge doesn't make a lot of sense because.
I think the inner one is the data ward, and the outer
Correct.
one is. I think it was a slot machine. I think I can scroll up and see. I think he exposed it to save money, and I think it was a slot machine. Yeah.
So we see a value. What are your thoughts on just doing a value econ warfare? You a fan of that?
To be honest, I mean, I don't know who it was. Might have been Tommy Joe on Slack at some point saying just either play 0 or 3 of it. That's it, like, you know, and it's I don't know, it is a staple card for some Wayland decks. In other factions, I don't know. I mean, unless you really, for me, it just clogs up the hand a bit in the moments when I don't want to play it and I kind of want to keep it. But on the other hand, it is a 4 credit swing when the runner runs, and that's what they do. So it's just I keep playing games with runners who just don't mind losing even 8 credits in a round because they're on 20 something, and it's just Oh, okay, preemptive. Will the secret card be added back?
So a border control, a Chrysium, and I'm not sure what they want to be. Yeah, I'll go for the NGO. This gets some money.
Yeah, Grimsleeper in the chat says that it feels close to over for GameNet here. Well, yeah, the R&D situation is kind of dire.
It's not good. As I said, the runner's pretty much set up, and the Corp's got 3 points, but that's it really. It's not ideal.
Yeah, this being a glacier, you really need to sit on a lot of money or make the runner really poor and score out fast. I mean,
I guess the other problem with the Econ Warfare is with the pad taps, which the Corp's not been in a position to trash, they're just going to make the money back. So it's if it was very hard to make, I guess if you're going to throw it away anyway, then it's probably, again, it's not terrible, but it's not good. I think I would definitely be happy as the runner right now.
So yeah, for the information of the people watching the stream, the inner piece of ice on R&D is a data ward, which is a 6 to res, 8 strength, and it has like 4 subroutines. Or no, I don't even remember. We can look it up.
And
it's somewhere here. But yeah, sorry, go on.
I was gonna say, I don't think we know what the innermost on the remote is.
On the remote, yeah, no, on the remote, no idea. I'm just on R&D. It's definitely.
Yeah, definitely, it's a data ward.
Yeah, it's a data ward. I'm just trying to look it up without having to open. Here we go. Yeah, 4 subs. Yeah, indeed, 6/8 and a barrier. It does have a nice effect because you either get money or they get attack. So
yeah,
that's not bad. It's a nice piece of ice for 6, but yeah.
So the Corp's taking a bit of time thinking about this turn.
Yeah. Or maybe they're helping put out a fire. Hopefully not.
Oh yeah, maybe they're doing some errands.
Okay.
So just having to wait at the moment.
Kind of getting close to dinner time, so you know you could be cooking something on the side. That's a good thing about having a store championship from home. It's like you can just be doing 3 things at the same time.
Yeah, I managed to get some chores done today during the event, so it's quite sort of novel for a Netrunner event.
You don't have to block the whole day just for fun.
Yeah, so they're setting up the remote. Again, not sure what the ice is, but obviously the deck seems to rely on border control.
Oh, Amina. Okay, I think this is close to. Well, not over, but like it's very tough right now.
I mean, yeah, the runner's got everything, apart from Sentry Breaker, and unless the Corp is mysteriously playing a Brainstorm or something absolutely bizarre, I don't know what damage Sentry would do right now.
Yeah. No resist because you want to save your money. There. Oh, oof. Yeah, that's. You do have to. Well, I mean, this was actually. I think it was not a bad thing for the Corp to lose 3 points here, which, of course, you're kind of on game point if you hit the other 3-pointer, but it's 5 credits, so it's
It really depends. Though. The Econ Warfare is interesting because that does imply there is some tag stuff in here. Now, whether that's just hard to hit news, whether that's a C source, I honestly don't know.
And then again, I mean, yeah, 2 daily casts, 2 pad taps. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, the runner's got
Rozeki.
money.
Yeah.
Particularly if you can't res the ice on R&D or make it taxing on R&D, and obviously a slot machine it would cost him some money, but then you're losing money at the same time.
Yeah. I'm trying to get in the corpse shoes here and then. What would I do? I mean, if I have NGOs, would I be trying to bait the runner to run the remote? Probably I would, because money, and then they lose money. But if I don't have NGOs, what do I do?
Yeah.
There haven't been any NGOs so far, so they're either in the deck or they're just not using them.
We saw one NGO earlier.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And they shuffled it back in, so there are NGOs.
Okay, fair enough. Maybe it's just bad luck, yeah.
So, yeah, just critting up, which, as the runner, absolutely fine. You're just going to keep this poking away. There we go, we get the res finally.
Okay, let's roll them bones.
Oh, I've got a result from the other game.
Oh, yeah.
What's going on? Just waiting for this one to finish. Okay. Ronan beat Aki in the first game of Chrome.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Ronan will play the winner of this, and Aki will play the non-winner of this. So the corp's now committed to just making R&D, just taxing. Ideally, they need some money now, and that's not really the money you want.
Well, I'm wondering if the shutdown can happen again, because there was one happening. Yeah, that's a scary thought.
So whenever you play one or two of those, entirely possible there's two. I mean, slots always tight.
Yep.
But yeah, I think if there's a shutdown, that would just be absolutely punishing now.
Yeah. And generally, when you're the corp and you're clicking for credits, you know you're in a bad position.
Yeah. So going into our cards, I guess there's been a lot of cards being thrown away, so it's information if nothing else. There might be an agenda snuck in there, you never know.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have thought so, but yeah. There's Pad Tap's doing some good work there.
Yeah.
So there was a sea source. So that would imply to me there's definitely a plan of give your opponents Bologna, then score 15 minutes, score KPM, then sea source exchange. Would imply that's sort of part of the plan. And plan's looking particularly difficult. The final breaker goes down.
Yeah, that's probably game. I mean, well, it's hard to say until the game is over, but that's
trashing the Pad Taps. Yeah,
very, very hard for.
I don't mind the Pad Tap trash, but I feel you either trash them immediately as soon as possible, or you just don't.
Oh well.
Oh dear.
Oh, you trash my Pad Taps? I'm gonna go to the beach and just chill. Oh.
Ouch.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Data Raven, never a bad idea. At least stops them.
It's not, but also they can just bounce off it and just get a load of Tony Wars if they want. There's another option.
Yeah.
Just need one 5-3 to win the game. I really think it's going to be so hard now for Cock to win.
Yeah, when you have 2 credits.
You've got 2 credits, and just literally when you can't even lose an NGO at that point.
Yeah.
You just need the money.
Yeah.
But at least they can leave it in there.
True.
To dodge, because obviously there's a third doof which the runner may likely have now.
Yeah.
So you can leave it in there for a little bit.
Yeah, only 10 cards left in the stack, so yeah. Chances are. This is just probably a friendly poke, maybe for 2 cards, but I don't know. I would just load up the turning wheel.
Yeah, I mean they can obviously access more. 21 cards, I'm just doing agenda mass. Yeah, there's likely to be agendas in our HQ at this point. I'd be shocked if there isn't.
AJ Chan, okay, yeah, but you can't do much.
I wonder if there will be a emergency shutdown. Other than that run, maybe.
You
have to assume not, because of the class sack. They probably have just drawn for everything they need.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Don't only have to use a click to clear the tags anymore.
Adding affront to injury. But, well, I mean, you know. You're already sending them spam emails and you know, sifting off their credits. You might as well just say,
Yeah.
I got cool friends. You're going to make me invisible.
Yeah, this is just really just... as the corp, it's just so horrible, this feeling where it's like, how do I actually win this game?
Yeah.
Your only way is trying to force the runner to make a mistake, but obviously Motion Blur's a really good player,
Mm-hmm.
and the position they're in, it's quite hard to make them make that mistake.
Yeah. Like you said, I mean, I think there are many ways of I mean, you have the remote probably sorted out because you have all the breakers, but then you just keep bouncing off of the data raven, and then you just do one run and hit an agenda, and hopefully it's
exactly.
Yeah.
And obviously the corp's not even on match point, so
yeah.
if they're doing sort of double advance and you decide actually you probably wouldn't leave it, but at least you don't fall under any pressure.
Yeah.
But being on 9 credits, then yeah, you can certainly run the remote and just see what gets rezzed if you have to.
Okay, here we go. A little switcheroo. Gold farmer. Okay, so going for the baiting into remote runs, I guess.
Yeah, that's all they can. That could be the only way, I feel, is just to tax the runner out by making them run through that remote. And 2 gold farmers will certainly help on that. Eventually get a border control if there's one there already. So when the real thing does go in there, then at least you can make it really expensive. Yep. But obviously it can't be a 5-3, because obviously they'll just win the game if they ever get it.
More money.
Yep. More money, and yeah, just... Yes, they're going to try and clear out HQ. Oh,
GG. Oh, okay, well...
Yeah. So
fun.
I'm guessing there's a lot of agendas in hand. They're saying GG.
Yeah. Okay. Good game.
So that is both games done. So Motion Blur will be playing Ronin. They both ran. It's unusual. There's been a lot of court wins today. And Aki Chrome will be playing How I Hear. So both corps. Again, there'll be some randomization going on to figure out who's doing what.
Okay, so let's wait a sec and let's see what's gonna happen. And in the meantime, I'm gonna take a quick look at the top again just to see. Oh.
So while we're doing admin and stuff, how's the chat doing today?
How's the chat doing? Actually, do you have any questions about anything? Chat people waving at everybody frantically. Yeah, like I said, I think writing. Okay, the chat's doing well. That's good.
That's good.
Yeah, that's always good. And I think a quick and dirty kind of here, like install this, click a few buttons, and you can stream any game you want easily without having to commentate on it, or you can just record it for posterity or whatever. I think that's gonna go a long way in the next few weeks, maybe, hopefully less than a month, because well, how are we doing? That's the question. Sorry, how are we doing?
Yeah.
How are we doing?
I think we're doing well. I mean, I'm doing well. Are you doing well?
I could be doing a bit better if I had the chance to go out today and, like, you know, bike for 3 hours, go to the beach. But no, I'm fine. Could be much worse. I'm commentating a Netrunner game. Like, that's always
What
great.
should we watch next? I was going to suggest, and it's up to you, that we watch the Chrome Howay game because we get to see the Haley deck.
Yeah, I think that's a very good point. Yeah.
And the 2 winners will guaranteed we'll see one of them again anyway.
Yeah.
They're still in it, so.
I think that's a very good point. Because the Haley deck, I'm curious about.
Yeah, I've heard there's, I'm guessing some sort of tech trader deck, maybe with boomerangs and stuff, but I've not seen it, so I really am guessing.
Okay. I actually started thinking of organizing some sort of online tournament for the people in Iberia in general, and maybe, I mean, it's gonna be if it happens on JNet, it's gonna happen for everybody, so everybody will be welcome. But you mentioned there's already some store championships happening in the UK as well soon, so probably they will be happening online, maybe some of them.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's been decided. I think some people are going to postpone, but I'd be amazed if everyone postpones, because we've got about 20 a season in the UK, and if we postpone every single one to a later date, where do we fit them all in? I think hopefully we have a mix.
I think GameNet needs some quotes, by the way, on JNet, so if people have ideas. I still remember the first iteration of the JNet quotes being in a spreadsheet and everything. That was quite funny. A lot of people contributed great ideas. Yeah, sorry, here we go. This is the deck of Haley.
So we obviously know what the GameNet deck does. Obviously, Haley's probably got misdirection, which would make GameNet quite sad, but at least GameNet probably hasn't got to worry about ice destruction, econ denial, and can afford to be a bit more aggressive because there's no real big threats from Shaper.
Yeah, I'm curious about how the money's going to play out, because Shapers usually have a lot of toys, but it's all expensive, and then, how do you make your money?
Yeah, I mean, again, it'll either be the Aesop engine or a Tech Trader engine.
Yeah.
I'm not aware of any other, certainly outside of Smoke, any other Shaper econ engines.
Yeah, maybe the tempo in this game will be in favor of the Corp, because there will be probably a bit more time to set up and get the money going.
Yeah.
Last game it was very aggressive play from motion blur.
Actually, I'll be fair. I think you have to be aggressive here as well. I think against Shaper, if you sit back too much, then they just get so strong.
Oh yeah, of course.
I think this is a time where like at the moment, there's no way that the Shaper can run at the moment. Yeah. So if you can push anything out, then great. But with the Proco out, they're just drawing, getting good tempo. We've got the fan site, which is nice. So you do score.
Fan sites are kind of bittersweet, because you probably have artists calling on one hand, but on the other hand, if you have Aesops and then they score an agenda and then this becomes an agenda as well, you cannot really Aesop it anymore. It's like, oh, I just lost 3 credits.
Yeah, that's true actually. Yeah, because I think I've certainly have sold many a fan site in my time. Yeah, so the Corp, I don't think I've seen a single hedge fund by this Corp in either game so far.
It's a ruse.
Yeah. So I'm assuming that's Rashida. I mean, it could be. And there's the Aesop. So this isn't looking good for the Corp, because I don't know what that is. It's clearly not Rashida unless they've forgot to fire it, and I'm assuming they didn't forget. So
could be a QPM.
Could be the QPM. But then as the Corp, if you have to score that as the runner, I'm like more than happy that's the outcome.
Yeah.
I've got my fan sites scored, because obviously at the moment you probably would want, although I know you could say you'd want to sell them. At the moment you need just all things. So, oh wow, they overwrote whatever that was in server 1. I wonder what that was. They overwrote.
Yeah,
that's very interesting.
Yeah, that's strange.
I'm fascinated to know what that card was. If the chat has any ideas what they think it is, please let us know.
Exactly. I'm guessing Pricek. No, I'm kidding. Like, I've seen enough Priceks already in different colors. So. A Rashida override, perhaps? Yeah, could be.
Maybe.
Rashida's money.
Yeah, I mean, I'd always fire Rashida unless, it's an odd one.
Rashida is like the Omar for the Corp side. It's like you just always use Rashida. Okay, fair enough. You have this, but then again,
that's fine.
Would that be actually a red flag for you, saying, hey, there's agendas aplenty in HQ because they had to rush out an SSL, or?
Yeah, that's entirely possible. I'm trying to think, did the Corp? I didn't actually check if the Corp kept their hand. Yeah, the Corp did keep their hand, so if they did get flooded, it's only more recently.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't think you'd keep a hand of agendas.
Or it's a strategy.
That seems a very interesting keep, though, because I appreciate against Criminal you may want to have a deck, you keep a hand of eyes, but against Shaper, I would still always mulligan just for some econ, to be honest. Regardless of what eyes I've got.
Yeah, I mean, now they're terribly poor. I'm just thinking, would that Haley be running Stargate? Because that could be, like, if the Corp's on 1 credit, could just do some weird stuff right now in R&D. I don't know.
Yeah. But then there's no real indexing anymore, which used to be the one punishing thing that Shaper used to run. There isn't really. There might be RDIs, which they'd like to stim hack with the arts colony to install them, but there's no arts colony, so there's no value there.
Okay, here's some poking to see what's going on. And indeed, HQ seems to be a good call. Oh, there you go. I mean, why not? Yeah.
Yep.
So there must have been some sort of... I mean, yeah, the ice might... Well, no econ, but yeah. Well, at least now the corp's gonna be on some money. 6 credits a turn.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Unless the run installs arts colony and sacks the SSL just to be mean.
Whoops.
Whoa, what is this?
Whoa, reboot. What? Well, I mean, yeah, you're trying to power your ESOPs, but do you need to though? Like, what? Unless you have assimilation. Like, no, like assimilate or whatever.
I mean, it's just money. I mean,
you're
effectively paying a click and 1 credit to gain 15 credits. Spread over, of course, time.
Yeah, that is very true.
That's basically what you're doing.
But then what if some of these pieces were... Like, what if some of these are really important pieces to your, you know...
But they came from the heap, though.
The heap! Oh, I'm silly. I just didn't read the card.
Yeah.
Let's read it again. Indeed, from the heap. That's like 5 influence as well, so poof. But that's awesome. That's a great include. Like, I haven't seen a reboot in a Haiti deck yet, so... This is great. Learning here. That's nice.
So... Yeah, now the core part is archives. I doubt there's a second reboot in the list. There might be, but I'd be surprised. And now this is all Shaper needs now is stuff like Simmer chips, SMCs.
Here they come.
And they're good to go.
Yeah.
Because they've got free drip econ for at least 5 turns now with the daily casts and the 4 face downs.
Yeah.
But the core business has got some money.
Yeah.
Because if they're able to push out another 5-3, then that's quite dangerous. Although there is always the clock threat.
Yeah.
So scoring that 50 minutes may be a bit harder than it usually is.
Sure. Well, it's anybody's game for now, but the runner is really well set up. So
yeah, it's an interesting one. I'm probably happy as the runner because I've got my econ engine fully set up. I've got SMC and some simmer chips, so I can at least threaten to run the remote.
Yep.
I think just get the artist colony down. So
reboot. I'm taking notes here. Like I'm putting a Haiti deck together. The reboot goes in there.
Yep, and there's a 15 minutes scored. And that seemed fine. They played it quite slowly. So obviously now it's a bit of danger for the runner in the sense that any double advance card can just win the corp of the game.
True.
Potentially the Seasource exchange combo. We saw Seasource, so I got to assume there's an exchange in there. So that could be quite dangerous.
Not a bad choice. Makes you money, whatever happens.
Gonna be expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So getting Flungy out, get the Euler out. Okay, so that's not as bad. Only cost him 2 credits. Let's see what's going on in HQ. Hard hitting news, okay, that's not too scary from Shaper's point of view. And they've got the money anyway, so even if Atlas Direction money, they don't probably even need it, to be honest. They can just pay for the trace. Having a poke.
Euler is so good. Especially with Simulchip. But yeah, okay, the Raven.
Yeah, that's probably the more annoying piece of advice for Shaper to deal with, because they can deal with the trace, they could break it, but they've still got to take a tag.
Yeah.
Or just jack out.
Mm-hmm.
Seems a good idea. The corp is temporarily poor, but obviously they'll be getting 6 credits next turn.
Yeah, and I have to say, I mean, this game is looking so much better for GameNet right now because the previous one was just, it was tough. It was an uphill battle. This is a bit more even.
Yeah, it's they've the fact they're on 4 points at least they've got an out.
Yeah.
So I'm making it in archives.
Oh, it's 2 face downs in archives.
So we get to see what the mystery card was at long last if they make a successful run.
Yeah, that is true.
I almost Gold Farmer. I'd imagine they'll bounce. Can't believe they're going to access, but no. I guess with the Palangi they can Yulu it for free.
Yeah.
They just lose 2 credits, so it's not as bad.
Oh, it was okay. It was an eco chamber. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that makes. I mean, that does make sense because obviously having that now would do achieve absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Apart from them allowing them to play Never Advance with Beals if they have it. So echo chamber is an interesting one. You normally only see that with the 653 Agility Suite. You don't see it in this kind. So they're just pushing something out. The runner has to respect that.
Yeah. I'm saying NGO. What would you say?
I mean, it probably is an NGO, but the runner has to at least challenge it.
Yeah. What's the chat thing? I'm wondering. Like before the access, what does the chat think? Oh, okay. No res. It must be an NGO then. I mean, you wouldn't risk the runner getting something useful.
So, as the Gold Farmer.
Ghost Branch.
Ghost Branch. Oh, that would be amazing.
That would be surprisingly good.
I did see there was in the San Francisco Store Championship, which was also online. There were some Ghost Branches floating around.
Yeah. Oh, that's okay.
Well. That's fine.
But yeah, a Ghost Branch here would be potentially very disruptive. Like all those resources potentially crashable.
So the runner has to be slightly cautious because unless they get some quick econ, they are. Although it would bankrupt the corp completely, they are in Seasource range.
There you go.
So, but it would. That's an interesting one. Depends what the corp has. Also depends whether there's a whole grey whether they did a successful run with the NGO or not.
Yep.
Just depends when exactly you res the NGO. But I guess Seasource exchange close accounts. If the corp can afford that, I can't quite do the maths. Maybe tight, but no. Because hard hitting news obviously makes no sense with the misdirection.
That is true. And yeah, I mean, there is no link on the table on the Shaper side.
There's no link.
Yeah, so you just have to look at the credits. That's about it. And every run costs credits in this situation. So.
Yeah, so the runner just still selling things.
Yeah, that reboot, which is so good. And guess what? When you sell cards from Reboot, you can reboot them again with another reboot because they're in the heap.
So it looks like what this deck does. I think I played a similar deck in Kit where you Aesop the Eula, you then Similar Trip it back, it comes back in, it can break Sub-Zero.
Yep.
The Cyber Trooper gives it strength 4, so if you know, and then you can use Palangi to actually make things co-gates. So fundamentally, you get into places very cheap.
Yeah, with Kit, it's even more monstrous because Palangi is just useful.
Oh times. Yeah, it was actually a bad deck. I was like, I might actually play that rather than Sunny because it was actually quite good fun. So again, obviously you don't feel pressured to run the remote. The corp can't win the game, but you probably still can't risk it.
Yeah.
I wonder what the outer ice is that not resin. Because I feel if you want to drag them through a remote to tax them out, you want to tax them out as much as possible.
Yeah, and you do have a piece of ice there. I don't know. Like from the ice we've seen, like the most expensive one was Data Ward for 6. So, that's a kitten. Okay.
Okay. So I wonder if there's a Data Raven in front, and they were hoping it was going to work, and then the Hunting Grounds came down, which obviously ruined that plan.
Yeah. Yeah. Very likely. So it's 4-all, and it's still everybody's game. However, with the Shaper on over 20 credits, yeah, now it's tough for the Corp, I think. Not gonna be easy. Oof! It just got slightly bit easier. 3 econs. Okay.
Ooh, okay, wow. So that's some tempo there, but unfortunately this runner will recover quite quickly, I think.
Yeah.
pretty much drawn the entire deck.
I'm wondering, I'm just gonna... No, I mean, no, there's no way you can have maybe a second reboot? Maybe. Though I wouldn't be betting on this. Do you have Harbingers?
3, 5, 10. There's certainly some influence somewhere floating around that I'm not sure what it is, because we'll assume 3 Harbingers, there's a Crota, that's 5.
Yeah.
There's a Hunting Grounds, which pitch up to 6.
Yeah, and
no, so there's only 1 reboot, I think.
Yeah, because reboot is 5, so yeah.
But there's still at least 4 influence somewhere floating around.
Yeah.
What that would be. We've not seen a console yet.
True.
I do look turntable if I have to have a console. Probably stim hacks, maybe as well.
That is true. Haley does love a good stim hack because you just.
It combos really nice with these RDIs and the fan side colony.
Yep.
So there's Eula.
Gonna be an access for 3 cards. Knowing that, yeah.
Because I think there's Bologna's in the list. There's SSL, so one card will do it. They can definitely afford to steal.
Yep.
Steal anything. Slot Machine will cost them 1 credit.
The power of mathematics. That could be it.
That's it.
Oh. Tension is unbearable, but well, I don't think it is. I don't know. No. Just a Rashida and that's it. Captain Cody's surprised not to see Polish Cafe here. Yeah, Polish Cafe is not a bad card at all. It's definitely, you know, a good old personal workshop kind of a refresher in a way. But yeah, I've played against, what was that? Oof, I don't remember. I think there was a LAT. And that was like the Spanish Nationals for the last year, but happening this year. And the LAT list, which actually ended up as a deck list of the week on Netrunner DB, it was just, I was like, what's going on? Chameleons and nothing else. What? Yeah, it was fun.
Oh, I have Chameleon, of course. Yeah, that's actually a nice one, because then you can have host it on there and just wait for whatever you need it for.
Yeah, it was just like listening to a good piece of music while getting, you know, totally beaten by that shaper. I was like, this is good.
That's the problem. I love those kind of decks, but I guess the niggas never seem to work, unfortunately. So, yeah, just... Oh, no one home, so it's a bit more influence. So that really does turn off any kind of C-source. Well, C-source plans. I say hard-hitting news, that was long gone with misdirection.
Yeah.
So all the Corp can really do, I feel, unless they've got some sneaky stuff in there, is just try and drag the runner through a remote, but the remote's not particularly taxing.
Yeah.
So I don't quite know how that plan will work. So it feels, really tough now.
Yeah,
with the 3 RDIs, the runner's got an easy way out if they ever need to just try and just do a desperate dig.
I'm trying to think, like, what this game... Oh, border control, fair enough. But, like, what would this core benefit from in changing the ice a bit? Like, the data word is definitely nice, but... I don't know, Slot Machine is not a bad card at all, but I don't know, like...
I mean, obviously Slot Machine plays into the game net, because if it starts firing, you start making more money. So I totally understand it. Yeah, it's a tricky one. The Asphyr is a very interesting one. I see, again, why it's in there, because it triggers your ability.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they've come up against a Shaper deck, which you wouldn't take against or plan for, which has answers for Data Raven with Hunting Grounds, has answers for Source of No One Home, and has answers for Hard Hit News and Misdirection.
Yeah.
So it's basically a deck that you wouldn't plan for, and also it can break your ice really cheap. So it's just an unfortunate thing that I guess can happen. Unfortunately, you can't take for every single possible deck. All you can do is just plan for what you feel will be the most common decks, and if you hit a deck like this, then that's it, unfortunately.
Yeah. Typical endgame kind of, endgame scenario where the Shaper board state is 3 times as big as your core board state, whoever you are. It's like, excuse me while I check all my resources, because there's some triggers here that I probably have to, not forget. Oh. But at least GameNet's on money now. So yeah, GameNet has money.
So I've just heard that Motion Blur has won the game against Ronan, so they're in the... What's it called? Is it called the grand final? I'm never sure the right terms for those
I
things.
have no idea. It's the final.
Yeah. And so obviously Ronan will be playing the winner of this game.
Mm-hmm.
So Motion Blur came second at BCom last week, I believe, as well.
Yeah. That was a very interesting game. I think the stream, I haven't really looked at it just yet. I think Princess Space Kitten, she's looking into getting people to do something with the stream. I'm extremely sorry for the quality of it because I have to get a better webcam. That's basically it. But yeah, like you had to be there to to see it. I was too busy running a side event to actually enjoy the whole game. But people who were watching it, they were really like, this is interesting. But yeah, that was a fun event. And everybody playing was just fun. Like it was good. It was great to have everybody here.
And I hear there was like a little play area with a slide in it as well at BCom.
Yes, and the ball pit. I heard stories. So I've seen things. Oh.
So back to Netrunner.
Oh come on!
I mean, unfortunately, I hate to say it, and this just feels like desperation.
The HHM, you think? It's like, well, yeah, and
I mean, wow. Okay, this is like a. Yeah, this feels. Yeah, I understand. I guess it is just pure desperation at this point.
I think it's just like trying to make the runner make a mistake, but in this position, there's not much the runner.
And also, you've got the Cyber Trooper for the link. Which,
yeah.
So.
Such a great card with the pigeon. I hope it's a pigeon, right? It's pigeons, I assume.
It's some kind of birds. I mean, it reminds me of the film The Birds, I guess.
Okay, fair enough.
But whether that's related to that or not, I don't know.
If anybody in the chat knows what kind of a bird is on Cyber Trooper Talut, let us know because I'm not an expert.
I do wonder is whether at this point whether you'd have paid 2 more credits to go to 14 to turn Beth off from giving the runner a click. Because I feel the clicks are quite important, and it seems a really strange amount.
Yeah.
But you say maybe sometimes if you do strange amounts, it throws the runner off.
Yeah.
So there's no harm trying. If you feel you've literally got nothing left, then you might as well. And hopefully the runner will just, probably check the remote, and then if not, you can always just go into R&D.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm quietly hoping that nobody on the stream heard my stomach burping because I should have dinner soon. It's like,
I was thinking that, but obviously it's even later for you. So.
Yeah. Well, it's fair. I mean, we're still gonna commentate until the very end, and I can survive without food. I just cannot survive without water.
Oh, I definitely can't. If I don't get my 4 meals a day, then no, I'm struggling.
Okay, so that's a dig. Yeah, that's gonna be a dig.
So that's 4 cards, and I think 4 fresh cards. I don't think they've run R&D for a while, so
yep.
You've got to assume they'll probably hit something.
Yeah, and Euler is just rude.
The reboot. That's I gotta love that reboot.
Yeah.
Oh.
This might be game indeed, but wait. What's gonna happen now? What's gonna happen now? It's going to happen now.
Intriguing. Why?
I don't know.
I don't know of any.
Oh, okay. I was like, what could possibly happen? For 1 credit.
Oh, so that's the console is Heartbeat.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah. That was actually mentioned in the chat. Yeah.
Oh, was it? Sorry, I do apologize.
No.
I didn't see the chat.
No, I mean, no worries about not seeing the chat. I think it was mentioned in the chat. Yeah, indeed. It's like that there will be Heartbeat in this deck somewhere.
Trash Nova Indio. That's great for the runner because
okay,
just trash all these things.
Well, but then you're down to 6 credits. And you didn't hit an agenda. What's going on here?
That is true. But obviously now anything double advance in that remote,
Yeah.
It's a Ghost Branch, and I'd love that if it was. Then it's an agenda.
We have a spicy suggestion from the chat. The corpse out is triple snare. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah, that would have been quite good.
Yeah, it's only 12 credits.
I think we've seen Border Controls, Econ Warfare, so how much is that? That's 15 influence, so there's 2 influence somewhere.
The
Ashfur, so that's the 17 influence. So... Oh, actually, no, sorry, there was a Christian Grid. in this list as well from the previous game.
Yeah, I think there's a Crisium in the bin right now as well. No, that was the previous game. You're right.
There was definitely one in the last game.
Yeah, that is it. Yeah.
So that's 6. So maybe they're not running 3 border controls.
Yeah, that's the thing. When I'm not playing Wayland, and I'm like, okay, some people might be on APOC or some terrible effects. Like, I mean, Stargate is a card, but like, is border control enough? And then there's always the choice of border control, which is a good include, and then Crisium, which is probably necessary nowadays.
So what this does mean is that theoretically, the Corp can see source and get through the no-one home trait as well, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I've not done the exact maths, but it's certainly possible. So they would position then to do an exchange, which would be quite important because they can get the 15 minutes into the runner score area, get the 5-3, and then potentially fast advance. I've not counted influence, but this deck may not have clot.
Yeah.
Probably doesn't, based on what we've seen.
I mean, that reboot is 5 dots, so.
So, yeah. So I think, the runner, I think might have realised actually they're going to see a bunch of fresh cards and might as well just go in again.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the best play here.
Hopefully win because bad things are likely to happen anyway, so they might as well just go for it now. So this seems fine, but Corp's still got a chance now at least.
Yeah.
Jessica, I don't think this deck is a kill deck, so Heartbeat won't help, and Psychographics, possibly. A one-off would make sense if you're playing some sort of tag deck.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so no one home fires, no tags for the runner.
Yeah. I mean, also you do consider whether you do actually just you boost it, but there's probably no point.
Would you pay for the trace to fire here? That's the question.
Ooh, I mean,
it's kind of a all-in situation, no? It's like you can get the tag.
Well, the consideration is that if you boost it enough, then they do need a credit to actually get through the slot machine.
Mm-hmm.
So you boost it enough, so they can either give you the token or not, and then
there we go.
Yes, I think exactly what they're doing.
Yeah.
So perfect amount. So they got the token.
And now, so I mean, it's anybody's game.
I'd imagine the money will see an agenda, but you never know. They can just afford to steal the Alona, hit Rashida, so now they can't afford to steal it if they see it now.
Jeez, this is tight.
Okay, this is swung a little bit now.
yeah, this just became super. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they've now realised they didn't want to trash that, which makes sense.
Yeah.
How you fix that, I don't quite know. That's a really awkward one to fix. I think it's an undo click time.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think, because you can't put that back.
Yeah.
Unless it was a top card. Or if the running just wins. How on earth do they fix that?
I don't know. They just did something.
Was it the top of R&D? I don't know. Should we...
I think it was second? I don't know. Card 2, yeah. It was second. So you basically do your mandatory and then you put the Rashida back. Or just undo a turn. No, I'm kidding.
I think you're right though. The Mando put on top would probably work, wouldn't it?
I guess, because you're not changing the order of the cards or anything. I don't know.
Ah.
Ooh,
okay. Okay.
Then what you do is... Quick, somebody get an engineer here to rewrite the code while we play. Those things happen.
I don't know.
Meanwhile, so while we figure out the technical things here, does the corp have exchange of information? Very likely, I would say, because you have 15 minutes, you want the runner to be tagged, and yeah, like exchange of information seems like a very good card here.
I'm making that assumption because if they're playing tags, there's no influence for the punishment, I don't think.
Yeah. So
I'm assuming it's exchange, and this agenda suite also implies that you're playing 1-pointers and 3-pointers.
Yeah.
would definitely apply that to me. Particularly as there's a lot of defense against hard-hitting news, but Seesaw, you don't really see that much, if I'm honest. No one home we've seen, but it's not that common.
But I think there was a Seesaws in this deck, right? It was.
There definitely was in the last game. We've definitely seen a Seesaws. Yeah. We've seen the hard-hitting news. What we haven't seen is what you're doing with those tags.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's consultant visit for there's the exchange.
EOI, yep. There we go.
So 15 minutes for an SSL.
Probably best of moves here.
You'd love an all CNI right now, but obviously I'd be amazed if they have an all CNI.
Yeah. That would. Oof.
And shuffle the 15 minutes back in.
Okay, so you kind of reset the clock for yourself a bit, but then again, the runner keeps accessing 4 cards from R&D, so...
They do, but the runner has a tag.
True.
So they probably have to clear that, because although you don't know for sure if it's a QPM, so you probably have to clear the tag before you do anything else. That has to go.
Mm.
They can get some money from Aesop. And also, if they hit an agenda, they've got to hit 2 to win the game.
Yeah.
And we don't know if there'll be more tag punishment to follow. Not that they can exchange anything at the moment.
Yeah. But so the thing is, like, right now, let's just very quickly think about the points. I mean, there's 3 Bellonas and 3 SSLs in this deck, probably, right?
Quite possibly that. The QPM, the 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's kind of...
I'm just trying to remember the other game, if there was any bills or anything else stolen. I can't remember, to be honest. I don't know if the chat can remember from the last game.
I'm hearing an awful lot of meowing from R&D. Yeah, Lost Gig, you're totally right. There's going to be a lot of meowing.
So, I think you definitely have to clear that tag for obvious reasons. Unless you decide actually you want to Hail Mary R&D, but if there's a QPM in there, then that isn't good. And I feel... Obviously, you can certainly unlock R&D fairly easily, because you don't even have to run every turn. But Eula's now at strength 2. Eula hasn't got its little pump, so therefore Slot Machine is going to be expensive to break.
Yep.
So you probably can't afford to still blown at that point.
Yeah, you're really low on money. I mean, you do get the Aesop's credits, and Bev gives you some stuff at least, but still, like, you're low on cards. Your econ is basically off the table in a way.
I mean, a few turns you'll stabilize with the Aesops, because obviously you can sell. You've got plenty of targets still. You've got 4 targets left, and likely be 5 fairly soon once Proco draws 2 more cards. So you'll have plenty of targets to get going. But yeah, can you afford to sort of not check R&D? You've got to assume the Corp was playing Consultant Visit. They haven't got a C-Source in hand. Or the exchange. I apologise.
Yeah, we have an interesting discussion on the chat. Like, was it a good call to click the 15 minutes instead of killing Aesops? That's a good question.
Yeah, I was wondering that myself. I don't know how many... Yeah, there's 2 Aesops in the bin. Yes, it would have been the last Aesop. I think I do, because if they're 1 agenda point or 2, it doesn't make that much difference in the grand scheme of things. In fact, it makes no difference that I can see. So actually, I agree. You do trash Aesops, because you can shut the econ down completely. They have no econ there, so I completely agree. Actually, you do trash Aesops in 15 minutes. The only reason you don't do 15 minutes is because you want to win next turn, but if you trash Aesops, you can afford to wait a bit longer.
Yeah.
So I think I agree there. Yeah, Jessica, I mean, I guess you find it quick, but it is effectively a 1 in 17. They have got DRM, but you can't fast advance through DRM, so that's no good. I think if there was less cards in R&D, you might risk it, but no, I think you probably do trash your Aesops.
Yeah, there are 2 Rashidas out, 3 cards that are face down, and then there's 1 Echo Chamber. I don't know if there's another one in the game. Probably. I don't know. But yeah, that could be an option too. With 13 credits, you just put 1 into the remote, and the runner has to run that, so they have to get poorer. Oh,
so this is
today.
Okay.
Okay, that's Well, I guess it all comes down to like what does the corp draw in the next turn or two, basically.
So the corp's got a few options. You can try and draw for the 15 minutes.
Yeah.
You can put some garbage in the remote. Because obviously, bear in mind, there could be more than one echo chamber. We don't know if there's just the one. I expect there is just the one, but
Yeah.
so the corp runner may have to respect anything that goes in that remote now.
Yeah.
So ideally, if you can just put something in there, just to give the runner something to think about. I think it's always important to just force the runner to think about different things, and hopefully, if they think about enough things, then eventually the mistake will happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So people who join the game on JNet, they should be watching the stream. Just kick them all out.
Have we seen a stim hack? I don't think we've seen a stim hack in this deck.
We haven't.
And there's probably no influence. We already counted it, right? Yeah.
Yeah, which surprises me. I said the list that I was playing, which was not a million miles different, did have the stim hack, mostly because of the whole fan side RDI interaction.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously they've gone for the. If you start playing stuff like Reboot, then you start losing a lot of influence.
Yep. Yeah, No One Home might be the stim hack influence we counted earlier. Indeed, yeah. So No One Home was definitely in the deck. It is there, and yeah.
Okay. We have been given a 10-minute warning for the round.
Okay.
I don't know if I should put it in J now. I'm not a judge, but
I have no idea. I'm not. I'm just.
that's what I'll do.
Yeah, fair enough. Another slot machine. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, and these where the game's at, so just make it as expensive as possible.
Yeah.
And because that will be depends what it hits. Actually, I'll hit nothing. Sorry, there's nothing left, so it'll only cost 3 credits.
Yeah.
Could
be still interesting for the Bologna steel.
Yes, so it's going to cost. Yeah, because they can break the data. Well, they can dodge a tag, but yeah, they've got to be careful here. Might just they could let the trace fire. It's slightly dangerous though. Otherwise, breaking that would be quite expensive. Yeah, so now they obviously can't steal that agenda. So now this is going to be.
Yeah.
I don't think they can. They certainly can't win on this now. Assuming the agenda is what we think it is, they can obviously steal an SSL and 15 minutes.
Yep.
Which is probably the best outcome.
So the whole game turned around basically because of that Data Raven token. That's so interesting. And by the way, if you hear clapping in the background, it's just the neighborhood clapping because we have this thing going on where people clap for the.
Was that the thing where they're clapping for?
For the doctors and all the professionals, basically making sure that things are still being sorted out.
So if you have a 5-3, do you try and push it, assuming that isn't the winner in the remote?
Well, 0 credits. What can the runner get is 4 and 3 more. So
they'll be on 7.
7, yeah. And then you have to.
But it'll cost them 2 to go through the border control, money to go for the gold. You've got to go through the gold from it twice.
Yeah. And it costs you extra. Yeah. I would try. I mean, honestly, if I had a Bologna, like. Oh, okay. Well, now they have more money. Well, then I would have to think again.
The other line to consider is if. Actually, no, that's going to be very expensive for the corp to do that. Whether there's value in C source and just start trashing things.
Yeah.
But maybe that should have been done already.
It's quite interesting how this game. I mean, usually when you get to that stage of the game against Jinteki, for example, you're counting your cards. Here you're counting your credits because it's NBN and that's the situation. Against certain builds of HB, you would be counting the agendas you've stolen because game changer. And then against Wayland, you probably would be counting your credits as well.
Yeah. So I'm guessing that's a Rashida, which is why they're thinking about it, because they know there's no 15 minutes coming up, and it will also give the runner a whole bunch of fresh new cards. If they hit a Bologna, it would have been revealed, wouldn't it? So the Corp knows there's nothing of value. Okay. So they are going to pop it.
Chances are they hit the 15 minutes. I mean, I would probably.
Obviously they can't hit the 15 minutes, so they just make R&D taxing. That's absolutely fine. Yeah, I see. Make the remote stronger because that's potentially an option.
Yeah.
So that's all good for the runner now because that means R&D is now fresh cards, which is great for them.
Yeah.
But it's also good for the Corp.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're going to feel a bit sorry for the runner. They've obviously missed quite a lot now on some of those big digs, so you have to really wonder about HQ.
True. I mean, we haven't seen any HQ access in quite a while.
The fact we've got to assume there's points in HQ.
Oof.
And there's a data ward. Which...
Excuse me. Oh, well. Yeah, that's like...
I mean, they'd love to have a data wave in front of... Well, I suppose data wave wouldn't help, unfortunately. But yeah, it's only 3 credits, but...
Still money.
But the Corp will get a credit. It's just nothing to be sneezed at.
Yeah.
Slot machine would do stuff. So again, they're going to lose money. The Corp's going to gain money.
So basically, I think, unless you hit the... Well, yeah, the SSL is the only thing you can steal at this point because no money for Bologna.
And that's the problem.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. I would be going here for HQ maybe next turn because, like you said, like we haven't, yeah.
I see. Oh, I see. So the runner paid into the trace to dodge the slot machine to deny the Corp money. Which doesn't seem terrible. So they've surely okay. So
SSL, yeah, okay, that's good actually. I mean, even though it gives the Corp money, but this was the best deal you could probably get.
Yep. So that's something at least for them. They're on 4, but at some point they're going to have to still have learned to win this game.
Yeah.
At some point.
Yeah. Well, I mean, chances are they've already seen a Bologna, and that wouldn't be revealed, right?
Well, I wonder if it would have been revealed from the R&D access. That's what I'm doing. So,
in the meantime,
be interesting what that IT is on R&D. That's what's quite interesting. Yeah, I think.
Okay, I'm betting this is a Bologna now.
100%. That seems the right line. So obviously the runner will get some money at the start of the turn. They can sell something. They'll have 10 credits. They'll need... Well, they're going to run that remote twice.
Or they're going to run HQ. No, I'm kidding.
They're going to run somewhere.
Yeah.
So...
I don't know if taking this extra click was a good move, though. Oh, okay. Well, that's an option.
Well, at this point, you take the tag from the Raven because you just don't care anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
You've got no choice. You have to do that.
Yeah.
So data would only cost you 3. The slot machines...
Basically 9.
Yeah, so they'll have 5. So hence why they did that. They need exactly 5 credits.
What a play.
So this seems pretty good, I think. Although they received 2 new cards because they stole 1 and obviously the mandatory draw.
Yeah. I'm sorry, it's just
if my numbers are right. So doesn't seem terrible. It's coming down to this. So it's been a very exciting game.
Yeah.
Considering where the Corp was in a really bad position.
Yep.
I've just been told 5 minutes on the round, but I don't think it's really relevant. In fact, I'm not even going to bother with this because that can't be an NGO.
So
there's some really weirds going on. Here we go.
Yeah. Whoa! What a game.
Well, the one I got it. That did it the hard way.
Yeah. No, but this was like down to the wire. Wow. Oof. 18 turns. Now this was really intense. Yeah, that's yeah.
Wow.
With 3 credits to spare, but still, yeah. Oof. Okay, that was a good game. Well,
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I was saying it was looking really tough there, but
yep.
I was able to sort of recover, and yeah.
One single token on the Data Raven, and it turned around quite quickly, and it turned into a nail biter in a way. Extra cats? Yeah, no, there's only one cat. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, well, that was an interesting, exciting game of Netrunner, which is what usually you want.
That was a very good game of Netrunner.
Yeah. Okay, so what are we gonna watch now? We're gonna watch. I'm just refreshing. And also, I should probably ask if we're gonna have like a break or not. I assume might not be one.
So I've just seen the face. There's a Facebook chat. I'm just keeping an eye on.
Yeah. Thank you so much for being the co-pilot.
Any admin?
Yeah, the corp went from a lot of money cards one way or the other. I'm kind of curious about the 4 face down cards, but well, I'm not gonna ask.
Yeah, there's probably some ice and other stuff. I don't think it's too important.
Okay, so well, let's get out of the game for a sec, and yeah, just take a quick look and refresh. And in the meantime, let's take a look at casual. What's going on there? Are there like any Italian games? Yes.
So Ronan will be corping against Aki again. So we'll see Haley against. I think Ronan was on Argus, but I could be talking absolute nonsense.
Yeah, he's on Argus. Yeah.
Oh, good. For once, I'm not talking nonsense.
No. And then we have Leela and Asmari. Sorry, no, I'm talking absolute nonsense now because it's...
No, that's... Yeah, unfortunately we don't have Leela. There is no... Leela's out now.
Whatever, well, I mean, let's watch this then. I'll just confirm.
Just need to wait, because Ronan's not joined yet.
Oh, well, yeah, sure. Oh.
So we're just checking if people want to break or not.
Yep. Fair enough. Hey, Matt. In the meantime, chat. What are your thoughts about the game? Chat, tell us. There was a lot of excitement about the last Axis. That was spot on. Good memories. Okay. Oh, thank you for the compliment, Nemo. Thank you. It's only good because I'm not alone. That's why it's good. Otherwise, I would be just talking about hot chocolate and potentially I don't know what else. Okay, let's just ask.
No, they're all good to go. So
I need to ask just in case.
Yeah, hopefully it will be.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay, well. I'm gonna shut up and not type anything. So we have Argus versus Haley.
So for those who are interested, I don't know if anyone is, Roro is from the Edinburgh meta and Chrome is from the York meta. And Motion Blur, who's waiting for one of these, is from London. Well, they're based in London anyway. So Jessica, the winner of this will face Motion Blur in the grand. Oh, you already typed in.
Sorry, yeah, no. Yeah, but
thing.
I wonder what this could be.
So the Corp did take a mulligan.
Yep.
So it might be sort of. I mean, it's Shaper. One of the few things you can risk doing this kind of thing against.
Yeah.
So if that gives us some tempo, the No on a Home would be quite useful. Very useful actually against Argus. It seems Runner got quite a good start there with the Shore Gamble Proco.
Now imagine you have 9 cards in your hand and a lot of them are operations that you cannot use right now. No, I'm kidding. I mean, if you have that many operations in your hand, some of them have to be useful. Although there was no... Imagine like 3 Econ Warfares and 3 HHNs.
Oh god, yeah.
And you're like, what am I gonna do now? That's usually my Argus games. I'm like, trash.
Yep. So, Icing up HQ. Well, it's really interesting because unless against criminal, I never ice HQ. I just ice moat and just go for it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's. I mean, I'm not in the cut, so maybe that plan doesn't work. So.
Well, you were playing Sunny, let's be honest, and you know that.
Yeah.
No offense to Sunny, but it's a tough life out there.
Sunny. To be fair, the corp was fine today. The Sunny was definitely not fine.
Yeah. Okay, Shaper setup ready, operational. Going for it whenever needed.
So I guess Misdirection's already down. So yeah, I think just get the ace up and then. Well, they say they've got nothing to sell at the moment, so.
Yeah. I'm just wondering, was there, because I don't remember, but I think there were SDS drone deployments in the Argus decks, right? Or no, that was the Earth Station, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, generally we playing. It usually plays Oaktown Atlas and Global Food and Hostile.
Yeah. Yep.
Some have been playing Force Lead instead of some of the Oaktowns.
I see. No, because I was thinking like if you have to trash a program and then you probably have a Palangi, but still, like if in this situation, if you have to get a breaker to get through and steal, for example, here, and if it was a different agenda, yeah. But
so what could they res? So obviously Haley could have something in hand quite easily, so no res. So possibly an Archer, which they can't res at the moment, or just choosing not to res it. Which is a bit of a surprise. You'd probably want to res something to tax them out.
Yeah,
I would have thought.
Maybe it was just a gamble that if I put an Archer here, they're just not gonna run.
Yeah, that's totally possible.
But then again, what came first? I mean, not the chicken and the egg, but like you had the SMC on the table when you installed the Oaktown. So what were you trying to do there? I'm curious.
Well, I mean, just a gamble because they may not run it, but. Yeah, now making it a bit more sturdy. So maybe that's why they didn't want to res it, because now with the double ice, if they knew what one of those ice was, it'd be a lot easier for them to make a judgment call on what to do. Which may also imply that maybe the Oaktown was just a feeler, and now they put the Atlas in the remote instead, because you're happier to lose the Oaktown rather than the Atlas. So RDI goes down. So we'll soon see. So card has gone the remote, so probably a price sec. It obviously could be an Atlas, but you generally don't like to score Atlases with no tokens as Argus.
Paper setup because you're 2 points ahead, so yeah, you have the time.
Just need any things they haven't got. They've got nothing to sell at the moment. I mean, they could sell the Artist Colony maybe, but there's nothing else.
You wouldn't sell the No One Home? Oh, here comes the money.
Okay. So yeah, just respecting the clock.
Yep.
Which seems fair. Because obviously they've not seen deck lists, and you'd assume clock. Obviously, we know there isn't a clock.
We know things.
So I wonder if it's almost when you put the hostile in there, whether you just actually start advancing it and see if they go. Obviously, it's not a guaranteed proof that they have it or don't have it, but you might get some clues from doing that. I
don't know. Whenever I get a 2-1 in my hand, my instinct is just to slam it and just advance it and just score it. And then I'm like, wait a minute. And then I get a clock. They're like, okay. Oh, okay. Here we go. Value play.
Yeah, Jessica. Yeah, these decks always virtually play hostile. I've never seen an Argus that doesn't play hostile one kind or another. That usually plays 3 hostiles as well, I think.
Trying to think there was a 2-1 that wasn't useful. Like the Clone Retirement program was not that good for Jinteki because bad pub. But it was a 2-1.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't see much play. Possibly in the era of our blackmail, because then if you could clear the bad pub, then a blackmail, that was probably worth it.
Here we go, more money.
So going for the push, which obviously they've got the similar chips, they've got SMC.
Yeah.
They've got some money. Obviously, they've got their reboot money ready to go.
This is a situation where you have to take a decision, and then you have to think about it, because there will be some punishment at the end of it if you go for it.
Yeah, I mean,
but you can mitigate it probably. I don't know.
Corp will get to 3 points, which is not end of the world. It's not an Atlas, which would be a problem, because that's with tokens is very bad. I think possibly leave it and just set up a bit more. Not ideal. But I just feel to get that would require quite a lot of work and could end up going quite bad. You have got the misdirection, but I don't like the risk reward ratio and going for that.
Yep. I'm just thinking, I mean, the ice is probably Mausolus, border control, stuff like that, so maybe a data raven somewhere, but yeah, better to prepare probably.
Yeah, so I think they're just going to focus on R&D instead.
Yeah.
Which seems fair, because only one piece of ice there.
But would you run less click with 7 credits only?
Oh no, they've got a click left, sorry. They've got a click left.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the Corp's got a lot of money. The Corp can easily afford to res Data Raven, which is annoying.
Yeah.
Because they've got to clear the tag next on the last click.
Oh, they have one more click. Oh, sorry, yeah, because Haley Trigger, of course. What is that?
But this isn't going to be cheap, because I don't know if you let the trace fire, because the Corp could quite easily start boosting it.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got to break it, so it's going to cost you 2 credits at least to boost Eula. You can obviously plang it. Then you end the turn on not much money.
Yeah, I would probably just bounce here.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, HHN is a card, so...
They've got misdirection, so they can easily afford to use it.
True.
And yeah, you're right, bounce. I think bounce is the right option. So the Corp probably just scores out the Oak Town just to get rid of it. Although maybe not. Maybe they want to show up R&D. I don't know.
But... at this moment the tempo is definitely on the Corp side, because the runner's not too rich, so yeah. Before they go a bit higher on credits. You can probably safely just cook it in there for some more money. But then the R&D pressure is real, so...
It is, so...
Yeah, so there's
okay, that's a very interesting turn. Okay. That makes sense, though, because they probably didn't want to chuck anything away, so... That becomes... It's obviously a price deck, which becomes a lot more annoying now. It also means next turn they can score the Oak Town and jam something else into that remote. Just keep the tempo moving along.
Or just keep clicking Oaktown. Turn 20, I click Oaktown 3 times. Wah!
So this time they're going to go back in again. And importantly enough, they've got clicks now, so if they do hit a bunch of agendas, they can just take the tags and use misdirection to clear all the tags.
Yep.
Still, they are being forced to actually break the Raven rather than trace fire, because the Corp is that rich, they could boost it, which is not ideal. Trash price sec.
There we go. That's a good one.
Good.
That's a good one, yeah. For the meager price of 1 tag, yeah, that's perfectly fine.
So they can misdirect away those tags, but now they're so poor. Obviously, they can bounce back, so hard hitting with the no one home, hard hitting isn't really a fit at all.
No.
But Corp ideally will score the Oak Town, try and get some more ice on R&D, because I feel that's probably where they might lose this game.
Yeah, like icing up R&D is probably the thing to do right now. You don't want to wait. Unless you're flooded with agendas.
I mean, if you've got an Atlas, install Advanced Atlas isn't the worst.
Yeah. That might be happening right now.
Alternatively, if they've got Audacity in hand, maybe install Advanced. Oh, okay. They're going for the value hard-hitting news.
Okay.
It'll force the runner to waste 2 clicks and spend some money, which is not the worst.
Yeah, because then if you can score an Atlas next turn and you're waiting for Audacity, just rush it up.
There's no tokens on it, but yeah, it still does get you to 5 points, so then you've got the Atlas Audacity for the win.
Yeah. And you have 19 credits, you can res a lot of defenses. So
yes. And the runner can't afford to break very much at the moment.
Yeah. Oh.
Wow, they're just going for it. Which seems fine. I mean, they've set the stall out. Is I'm going to run R&D. This is my game plan.
Yeah. No.
It's also possible there's not many agendas in R&D, which is why the runner's not that bothered.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I guess also they've got, this is interesting. So they've got a bunch of tags, and I don't know where the money is to clear these tags. Unless they actually are just going for the win.
Maybe you just don't. No, I'm kidding, but like, yeah, this is gonna be interesting now.
So,
yeah, okay, that's a dig.
So I think it's tag me time.
Yeah.
So, will they win? And if they don't, does the corp have a high-profile target? Eventually, if this works, this does feel very aggressive. And also they've got 6 points, so it's clearly working to an extent. I just don't too early for this kind of. Yep. So what happens? I think they see one new card, I believe.
Yeah, because there was only one steal and nothing else, no trash. Okay, so poof. Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe go HQ. Maybe run the remote. I mean,
7 tags, you're pretty much not gonna make it for long, but yeah.
Obviously, they've seen R&D, so they will know if there's a high-profile target.
Yeah.
There could obviously have been one in hand already. We don't know that.
Yeah.
Depends what they do now, but either they're dead or they're going to lose their Equine engine.
It is a tough spot indeed.
Yeah, so they're having a think now. So obviously R&D, there's no point going back into. They can clear 3 tags. Check archives. Doesn't seem the worst, but I'd be surprised if there's something in there. But
yeah.
Oh wow!
Oh wow! Apologies for shouting, but wow!
Oh wow!
Woof!
That was unexpected.
That was wow! I wasn't I mean, yeah, wow. Turn 9. I mean, yeah, this was a lot of points, by the way. Like, 9 turns. Poof. Yeah, I mean, did the corp mulligan? That's a question, because I don't remember.
No, they did. The corp did mulligan.
Okay, yeah. So I mean, but yeah, you probably just drew into your agendas, and yeah, I mean, oof. While you had the shaper setup going on, then you just drew into too many agendas, and you just chucked one in there, and oof. Oof, and GFI in hand. Okay, whoa, wow, that's a lot of agendas. I mean, that was intense. Oof. Yeah, that was pretty much unexpected. I totally agree. Oof. Okay, well. Karma payback. What a game. That was, yeah. With a click to spare as well.
Yeah, exactly. Had the spare click. To poke HQ.
Yeah.
So there was a GFI in hand, Atlas in the remote. So yeah, definitely. Hence why they felt safe on R&D, because there's a lot of genders already in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's basically no genders left in R&D at this point. Maybe one hostile. So you're going to feel a bit unfortunate if you're corp at that point.
Yeah, that was one of my games at BCom like last weekend. It was just like, oh yeah, I know what I'm doing with this deck, but I see what the deck is doing to me, and it definitely wants to give me all the agendas when I don't need them. Yeah, it just happens. It's a card game.
It just happens. So I'm just waiting for the pairings to find out who is doing what next, or they should be able to work this one out.
Let's just refresh. So yeah, we have. Yeah.
So it looks like Motion Blur's run twice. So
corp.
I'm guessing they will maybe corp.
They have to
but
corp,
then
yeah.
obviously Chrome's also run twice, but they have also corped.
There's going to be randomized.
It depends how it works, but I would assume we'll be seeing Chrome run again.
I should remember how it works, but I mean, it's Sunday evening and.
That's.
I don't want to poke that part of my mind.
Yeah, so Motion Blur is corping and Chrome is going to run.
Okay, Haley.
So this is this list I have played again, unless he's changed it.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing he has is just a standard. I say standard. It's an Asmari list with border controls, Christian grids. There's no hard-hitting news. There's no punishments. It's just straight out. I'm just going to score out 2-5-3s and then get an echo chamber.
Yeah.
So they're just discussing if they want to break. Chrome doesn't want to break, and Motion Blur's already had a break. So hopefully we can get going.
Okay.
Because we need food.
I totally need food.
Oh, you've joined.
Oh, well, yeah, of course. I mean, I always.
Unless you want to suddenly. I mean, that's one way to win an SC. Is just join at the last moment, join the final. Yeah, Jessica, I think there would have been a hostile. They always play 3 hostiles as well, usually.
I keep trying to type and I keep failing. Mulligan on the corp side.
Both take Mulligan. Okay, so we've seen the runner list. The corp list is on Netrunner DB. Actually, I could grab it. Actually, I don't think he would have changed it, but you never know. So I'll just go grab that for the opening part of this.
And for those of you just joining, this is the Huddersfield Online Store Championship with 20 people in the field, and this is the final game of the whole tournament. Asmari versus Haley Kaplan.
So just having a flick through this list. This has got scarcity. Oh, there it is. It's already come out. But we do know that the runner is playing System Seizure as I guess countercurrent.
Okay.
So hopefully they can see that quickly.
They're playing fast as well. They're just like, let's get this done and over with, and let's have dinner. Dinner runner. Oh.
Are we able to get the winner on to an interview after this? Do you know? Is that technically possible?
If they join us on Discord, yeah, sure. They just have to join the same channel we're on, and yeah. If you could drop that as an idea for later in the Facebook chat, maybe the organizer can the invite link is going to be the same I gave you. We have the current in play, so we have a System Seizure in play already, which is sweet for Euler because actually Euler keeps it for the whole turn anyway, so sorry, this is used for other things. Plus, it's a 0 strength current, which is great for just clearing the annoying scarcity of resources. Money on the table. Yeah, that's what you do. That's how you defend against scarcity. You just clear it, and then you just install everything you can to have the money ready for the future.
So I'm guessing that's the 5-3. I don't think you'd push it. You wouldn't do it as an NGO. This is a scoring window, and you need to take it. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
And whichever one it is going to give him some tempo.
That's good. On the other hand, you do give the artist coming some fuel with the fan side.
You do, but that's always going to happen. There's no way around that.
So what did you? Yeah, and then.
So now we go for the R&D run.
Yeah, R&D interface for the fan side or not really? Not yet, probably. I don't know.
But obviously, the fact they've iced HQ and R&D does imply the stuff in HQ.
Yeah.
And here we go.
That's like, I'm not going to wait. go.
No, and I'm on board with this. Because if the game goes long, it's not going to be ideal.
Yeah. You have the money.
Apart from the fan site, they've got no tutors of any kind.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at the ice. It says there's surveyors, border controls, IP blocks, gold farmers, Enigma, and slot machine.
Expensive.
So the only actual end the run is the border control and the Enigma. Everything else you could pay to go through. And the runner has enough money to go through things.
Yeah.
So that's awkward, because I need to get something for that.
Yeah, and then if the second one is Enigma...
So you get the Corroder out.
Okay,
out.
that's good. That's good to have. Thank you, Haley, for your trigger.
So,
there we go, yeah. Perfect scenario.
So I think they've probably lost this agenda.
Well, would you make the run around twice here? Probably. I don't know.
Absolutely no point. Zero point doing this.
Yeah.
It cost him 0 credits of Bueller to go back in.
Yeah.
So the game plan now will be to get a surveyor on that remote and just make it more taxing.
Mm-hmm.
Or anything else. So they tried the push, which I was totally on board with, and just hope they didn't have the pieces.
Yeah. Plus, with SSLs, you do get your drip going. 6 credits a turn, which is not bad at all.
So there's a fair on HQ.
Oof.
That's quite interesting. He went on HQ. That really implies there's a lot in HQ. If you're putting that on HQ,
yeah,
there's one place you don't want to be putting that.
Yeah.
So I definitely think there's stuff in HQ now.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, the Corp did mulligan, and yeah, so fair enough.
But the Corp's at least got money. That's something.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a chaos position. Okay.
Yeah. Chat question: what's Haley's Sentry Breaker? Yeah, I think it's Euler with Blank.
I've not seen it.
Yeah.
I generally have not seen it.
Yeah. Sentries? What's that?
I mean, to be fair, there's not many sentries around at the moment.
True.
So they've got the Palangi to deal with it. There's stuff like Surveyor. I know my list had 1 sentry, which I just chucked in because I had to put something in.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it doesn't seem. Yeah, maybe you don't need it. So, guess what that could be. Surveyor would be quite taxing because paying for Trace 2 is one thing. Paying for Trace 6 is another matter altogether.
Yep.
And particularly if you do it twice.
Okay, so are we going for the... Yeah.
This is probably the Echo Chamber. Okay.
Oh,
so that means install double advance becomes a real threat, and they are playing 3 NGOs.
Fun times ahead.
Yeah.
But then again, R&D is open, so...
It is open. So yeah, the IDR would be quite good, because then, yeah, just you've got to keep checking R&D.
Yeah.
Trash that.
Gonna hit something eventually.
Which is good, but unfortunately they don't know what the top card is. So it isn't ideal.
How many agendas were there?
Wow.
HQ.
So I've got to assume that is probably Rashida.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything else that would be.
Yeah.
So they've just left R&D open. So they just don't care about R&D, which seems pretty bold. If you ask me, but...
Well, you have 6 agendas, 2 of which are on the table, so... Yeah.
Yeah.
You probably know by now that your opponent has R&D interfaces, so...
Yeah, so yeah, there's the SSL and the table owners left to get the RD down. Run R&D. Obviously, no respect for Snail whatsoever. Seems fair. Okay, so that wasn't Rashida. Okay, what is that in the remote? Oh, wow. Oof. So either that's an NGO they're losing, or it's a 5-3. Wow. Either way, you've got to consider what to do with that now.
Yeah, because you have a border control. There could be multiple border controls there.
Exactly. This deck does play 3 border controls.
Yeah.
In fact, yeah, so border controls would be annoying. There's only 2 surveyors, so they both can't be surveyors, but...
If this is 3 border controls, you have to run 4 times.
Yes.
But then you have to... Do you have the money to break? Yeah, you do, because border control is cheap as dirt. Yeah.
That's the downside of that. You can break it all, but if you don't run first click, then you can't.
Yeah, that's... Oof, well, okay. Could be worse.
Yeah, slot machine's not that bad.
Yeah.
But...
Here comes the Euler.
Fire, so they're going to do some nonsense.
Oh, I think that's game then.
Well, it's not necessarily a game, because obviously they only get 6 points, so...
Oh, yeah, what was I thinking about? Yeah, sorry. Yeah, no, of course. Yeah.
And it could be an NGO. We still don't know what the hell that
is.
is.
That is true, and it is pretty taxing.
If it is an NGO, then that's pretty good for the corp because you've got what you wanted. But they're thinking about this now.
Oh no, Bologna. Okay.
So I wonder if they'll try and push it next turn.
Yeah, 9 credits.
But then the runner can probably get in still.
I would just go R&D now. Oh no, there was already there was no R&D check. This was the first click. R&D.
Yeah, they could run R&D.
And then I would forfeit one of the agendas to put an R&D. No, I'm kidding.
I'd be tempted to run R&D and then run HQ. You've got a link now. It costs you 2 credits to go into HQ.
Yeah.
Unless the run corp starts boosting, which supposedly they might because they're not going to res much more ice. So that might be a bit dangerous actually, the more I think about it. But I definitely want to run R&D.
Okay, no trashed cards, so probably ice for operations. Okay, oof. This is exciting. Oof. This is also like, I mean,
so
Glacier much?
Okay, so
yeah.
So RDI.
Ooh.
Coming that way.
Actually, the tower got so tall, I have to fix the screen aspect.
Okay.
Wow.
So next turn, you've got to assume double advance on that remote. So I've got to assume that's a border control surveyor. At this point, you wouldn't put anything else on that remote.
Yeah.
Because anything else isn't really going to be worth it.
Yeah.
So I would imagine that remote is going to be quite taxing to get into.
Jessica's more than okay with R&D interface going away. Why? It's such a shaper card. I mean,
I don't mind RDI. There's quite a hit to get it installed.
Yeah, it's 4 credits.
So there we go.
It doesn't do anything else, by the way. Like, there's a lot of hardware that does like 2 things at the same time. And you're like, oh.
Oh my god, Wise. That would imply to me that one of those is surveyor, one of those is absolute garbage because they can't res both. In fact, no, it cannot be a surveyor. If they res a surveyor, they can't afford to score the agenda.
Yeah, this is like...
the runner plays an event.
I have no idea whatsoever what's going on here. This is just so weird. Do you see a 6 as remote?
Okay, that does make sense at least.
Okay. So then you just ring them through the ringer, and then you just break the border control on the second. The second one. Sorry, I mean, or whichever. It doesn't really matter. Yeah.
How much is it going to cost? So they didn't sell. There's a euro in the bin. They can get out if they want to make the Enigma cost nothing. I'm just doing maths in my head on how much this is going to cost.
Yeah.
Aside from quite a lot. Yeah, they definitely want to symmetry out the EULA to deal with the slot machine. So that costs 2.
Oh, that's a very good point by Jessica there. Like, it could be a Bologna, and then like, yeah, like...
You've got to assume, yeah. So I think always against these decks, you've got to do that, add that maths into it, which it makes it really interesting now because you do the maths and it's an SSL. What happened there? That went a bit wrong.
Okay.
Oh no, they realised they couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, that's okay.
Oof. Okay, so that's So now we have the grand, whether it's final.
Oh yeah.
So we get to see
everything.
Ocean Blues on 419, and Crow is on. Just finding out very quickly.
Oh, somebody just used the D word in the chat, and I'm getting hungrier. I'm just gonna go and fetch a banana. Be right back.
Okay. Oh, that D word. Okay.
The D word.
And Chrome is on Argus. So Argus versus 419, and the game is up. I can't get into the game unfortunately because Vesper's gone to get food.
I'm back with a banana, and I'm not afraid to use it.
I'll let you. Excellent. Yeah, I should have got banana. I got bananas here.
Yeah. 419 versus Argus Security.
Yeah, so this is the very last game. Whoever wins this will be the winner of the Huddersfield Store Championship, which has been held online. So
it's a historical event, first of its kind.
Okay. Okay, seems an interesting start. The Corp kept their hand. So we see an early bravado to a Marcellus. That's
Yeah.
Using an early breaker.
That could be very important later on.
Oh, definitely. But the Injo was quite a big hit though, because I'm fairly sure that's what the Corp needed. And I'm fairly sure that Motion Blow's got the Amakur in their deck. So there's the Grant. And yeah, now just can try and keep the Corp down.
Yep.
And the Corp immediately responds with a good card to get out of that little hole. But yeah, they need to score an agenda though, because that Corporate Grant will start really to weigh that 14 credits quite quickly. Who do we think's the obviously the game's going off a little bit now. Who's the favourite in a 4-1, do we think? And again to the chat as well. Have you got any thoughts on this?
You mean like, well, in this?
Because I'm not entirely sure who is favoured, if it's 4-9 or if it's Argus in this matchup.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they're kind of, it's Criminal versus Wayland, and they both have the right tools to deal with the opposition. So I think a lot depends on the first 5 turns maximum, just to see if you're gonna rush out or if you're gonna start making the Corp bleed.
I think based on that, runners probably in obviously they've got some money going, they've got nothing else, but the Corp's not been able to do very much so far. Just been setting up slowly.
And Boomerang is a card, and there's only one piece of ice here, so I don't know. Like, losing that book halter, not nice.
Not ideal, but as I said, Archer's probably the only thing you have to worry about, and at the moment that's not a threat. So
we have 1 vote for 419 based on the board state. Okay.
Yeah,
makes sense.
I think I would tend to agree with that. So we got Amino out. Okay, so I'm guessing we're going to see a Doof coming up. Obviously not this turn because they need another click.
Yep.
But that will definitely be in their plan.
Caldera off. Not very useful in this matchup.
Nope. So trashes a card. I wonder what they trashed.
Maybe, I mean, I don't know, overwriting a Rashida because you don't want to overdraw. I don't know.
So yeah, have to defend HQ. So to the draw, they'll get the money. Part of you have been tempted to expose the HQ ice and then Fun Archives.
Yeah.
Just because you're going to get the Paragon trigger anyway. You know it was an HQ, which is not the worst. Kuroda's gone down. Yeah, they could probably safely do this now. Yeah, the Corp's not in a great position. Although they've got lots of ice, they've
the money's missing
not
now.
achieved a great deal.
No.
And the runner is now getting set up quite well and getting some money.
Plus the corporate grant is just painful as well. It's just, okay, well, that's a bit more money, but still.
But obviously now the Corp could consider it's going to keep installing things. Let's get value from that corporate grant.
Okay.
Hit Raven. Okay, they take tag. I guess they've got a bad pub and a link, so it's only costing 1 on the trace.
Yep.
So not too bad. clear tag, and yeah, just the corp could really do with a hostile takeover right now. A, to get some tempo, and B, to just get rid of that current.
Yeah.
Because I think if it doesn't go away soon. Oh, there we go. That's probably clear that.
Oh, ooh.
False lead. Okay, now we know what this kind of deck's doing. And Chrome actually did the art for that false lead as well.
That is true. You're playing your own cards. That's cheating.
So we see 2 pad taps, which is just going to make money because I don't know if Chrome positioned to deal with that anytime soon. And this is where the fun begins, because if that's 2 price X in that remote, then it's GG. This is now going to be quite hard, and I don't know if the runner has a Citadel Sanctuary, which would be the one that would help. So this is potentially very dangerous, this run.
Okay. And then...
So double price sec.
Yeah.
But that's not the worst.
Yeah, because there's no money in the corp's bank to do anything scary right now, I guess.
So they've cleared a tag, obviously very politely and correctly given the corp's going to use it.
Yep.
So yeah, that could have been much worse. And obviously the servers now, they've lost 2 price X.
Yeah.
The corp is now bankrupt, basically.
Or face down cards. Yeah, I'm really curious about the face down cards. It's like...
Yeah. I mean, obviously you've got the turtle, so you can get value from checking it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the runner's just playing it safe. There's no need to do anything at the moment. Corp is frantically digging for something. I'm guessing money. But obviously, as soon as they get money, the runner's going to gain money as
well. Yeah. You have more face down cards in archives than face up cards. Oh, wow. Okay, this is... Yeah, this is oppressive.
Just a little bit. So, wow. What are they drawing for? Apart from, okay, so they've got the money, but then both players get money. So you've got to assume some agendas. There's a Citadel. That's going to be absolutely huge.
Yeah, I'm worried that the corp's actually been pretty flooded. That's why the drawing... And
I mean, there's one agenda scored, and there's only 20 cards left at R&D. There's agendas in both.
Yeah.
And I would suggest both. So...
But yeah, 17 cards in archives, 20 in R&D. That's not good.
So, do you run this remote? Or do you do this? This is the better option.
You just take their money.
This is why I wouldn't be a criminal player, because this line would never occur to me.
Yeah, criminals are just evil. I mean, anarchs, okay, shapers, okay, but criminal, it just has bad connotations straight away.
Yeah, so it's doubly annoying because they're going to lose the credit from the Mina and from their version. So they can probably potentially run that remote and see what happens.
Yeah, not much that the corp can do here with 4 credits. You want to stay in the game? Yeah.
Very little they can do. Possibly there's a Raven or a Border Control or an Archer. That'd be something.
Ooh.
So bye-bye a lot of things.
That is painful.
Very. And that's an understatement.
Because I mean, I assume this list is running like what, like one of the the new cards that recovers a card and puts it on top of your.
Let me go. I'll go grab the list.
Yeah, no worries.
Because I doubt it's been changed, and I'll leave you to carry on talking while I'm doing that.
We have Captain Cody calling us out as like not a lot of sentries these days. Yeah, true. That is true. Some of them, however, do exist, and they're called either Data Raven, which is known, or Archer.
It is one of each breaker, 2 turtles,
okay,
and I see no recursion whatsoever.
This is going to be interesting because both turtles are in the bin.
But There could be something in archives.
Yeah. This just turned around
Ooh,
because
okay,
of
that's...
yeah, because of the archer. Would you run archive? I would totally run archives here. I mean,
the danger you've got to factor in though is that they could pop false lead.
Yeah.
If there's a lot of agendas in there, you can't just keep taking meat damage. So you've got to be slightly careful of archive.
Yeah.
Archives is kind of potentially your Hail Mary play.
Yeah.
So I think for now it's a case of just being careful. Obviously, the Corp can now just put anything in that remote fairly safely.
Yeah.
There is no spearfishing. There is no inside job. There is no sneaky way. The only thing the Corp could do is a military shutdown.
Ooh.
There's one in the bin, but they do play 2. But they would have to get into HQ, have it not be hit by mouseless.
Yeah, that's so many. Like the decision tree and the probability here is like.
And obviously the Corp could just sack the hostile takeover just to revisit it. So I think you just keep doing what they're doing now. Just keep getting your R&D accesses.
Oh well, yeah, you might just win. Pretty sure a lot of the 11 cards in the archives are ice at this stage.
Now you start considering archives now as your line.
Yeah. Yeah, and False Lead indeed has gone for the archer, so... Okay, that's nice. So no more atlases in the game.
So now they're going straight for archives.
Could be an agenda.
So what is in here? There is food and nothing else.
Oof.
Okay.
This game.
So you go for R&D. Obviously now you don't care if you take an agenda from the tag from the agenda. Sorry. So this
yeah. Turning wheel. Okay. Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
The Corp's still a little bit away from winning this game at this point.
Yeah.
Because they still need money. That's the other thing as well. Money is a problem. And obviously they may want to show up R&D because at some point the runner is going to hit something unless they're all in HQ.
Hedge and then probably something on R&D, I would guess.
That'd be quite good, yeah.
Imagine just installing an Enigma and go like, sorry, game.
So yeah, I just noticed that both the turtles are in the bin.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
yeah, that's...
So basically, this is the only breaker left.
Yeah.
So once you get a code gate on R&D, then you're safe, and then the run code gate, assuming there is one.
Okay, well, oof. This game.
So we know that can't be an Atlas because they're all gone.
True.
So it can't be an Oaktown. It could be a food, but obviously it's not been advanced, so it's not a threat yet.
Bravado, fair enough. That's a good one.
Yeah, just get money. Although money's not a problem, it may become a problem.
Yeah.
And that's no way they lose this game. So
yeah. I mean, even with the breakers gone, the situation on the board is like 419, probably. I mean, 6 points. So yeah. But
yeah.
With.
Yeah, that's fine. You still again, you know you've got a few more turns when things happen.
Yeah.
Unless of course they put some ice on R&D. But again, Horton would be the one thing. Okay, going in again, I think. Yeah, did they...
Yeah, there was a trash... I think I don't know.
So yeah, I think they're going to see new cards. Mm-hmm. So why not just going again? Because you're really on a clock at this moment. So they could go in again and see 2 cards. I guess too risky. Sorry, they can't do that. But they can bounce off R&D to get a token and hope R&D isn't shored up anytime soon. Got the hostile.
Fair is fair. That's money.
And hopefully put some ice on R&D for the Corp's sake.
Nope. And this is the thing, because you don't have any 3/2s left, so Audacity is kind of dead in the water, because what are you going to do with it?
Yeah, so just bouncing off R&D to get the turning wheels.
Yeah. And then just...
Makes sense. Again, they're going to see a whole bunch of fresh cards. Obviously, it's costing them Well, obviously, it wasn't costing me anything anyway because we already had bad pub. But yeah. At what point do you consider an HQ one? We don't know what the outermost dice is. The mouse list doesn't stop you at all.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's a danger of another archer, but charge for sheet. There we go.
Oof, game, yeah. Oof.
Whew.
Huh? Or the hostile.
I guess we could ask in the JNet game if Motion Blow wants to join us. An interview.
Okay. Okay, cool. Do you have the invite link somewhere?
Yeah, you sent it to me, so we find that.
Nice.
I have it somewhere. Oh, you're in already. Hey, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, you're a runner. You just like sneaked in with a sneak door beta or something. Okay, cool. This was exciting. This was,
Those
I
are
mean,
two very tense games.
So, I mean, we're probably going to be like ping-ponging a bit, and we're going to let you have your evening in a few minutes. But thank you for joining us. I just have a first question. Like, how does it feel to play a whole store champ online?
It's interesting. It's like very different to playing in real life. It's good that they sorted this out and arranged this.
Cool. So congratulations on the win. Is this your first store championship win?
It is my first tour champion.
Ooh,
Congratulations.
double congrats!
Yeah, I've won GMKs before, but never anything more than that. So this is really good.
Awesome.
Excellent. So I assume these are the same decks you took to BCom last week?
I changed one card in the 409 deck.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because we was going through the Netrunner DB list and seeing what breakers, if any, you had left, and it didn't look particularly good.
I had boomerang, so my plan was if something goes in the remote, like I can try and shut down the archer or boomerang it. So I still had options there.
Okay. Yeah, because we assumed there was no options left. Yeah, that looks say really, really tense. Yeah, any highlights for you for the day overall? Good plays you had?
Yeah, those last two games were probably the best ones. There are a few other things as well. I can't remember.
Cool. Anything more, Vesper?
Yeah, I'm just asking in the chat on Discord on Discord, on Twitch, if anybody's interested in asking any questions. In the meantime, I'm just gonna so since the last week, have you had any games whatsoever, or just like fresh after that one event? And
I had a casual night in London, played a few games.
Ah, there we go. That's how it works, people. You just have to keep playing. That's it, and then it's natural to just sit down and play. Okay, cool. Well, I mean, this was a really impressive tournament, I think, in general, and yeah, I mean, I just hope we can see more people playing online as well in competitive ways. And if you were to share any thoughts about the state of the meta right now based on this store championship, because this was local meta mostly playing, what would you say is the situation? Like, what?
I don't know. I think it's quite early in the meta. It's quite hard to tell. Especially with BCom last week, it was like so varied. And then this is kind of like more a lot of 409, but
these are exactly. Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah. These are exactly the things that a person would say that totally figured everything out and just won a store championship. You know exactly what you were doing. No, this was really good. I mean, really well played. And I'm just looking at the stats here. 128 credits gained as a runner. Yeah, that's. Yeah, I believe pat taps are good cards. Yeah. Okay, I'm checking with the Twitch chat. We don't have any questions there, but you have lots of congratulations from everybody there, which is really cool.
Thank you.
And yeah, I mean, these were really good games. So hopefully see you. Well, I said it already, and I'm probably gonna go with it. There might be an online Iberian GNK of sorts happening soon, so everybody's invited to this. And there will be a Czech one popping up soon, and I think there's quite a few store champs in the UK. Can you name some of them? I
can give you a long list, but which ones will be online, which postponed, I couldn't tell you.
Okay.
London is next week. I've not heard what's happening.
I expect some things will be cancelled coming up, but hopefully they'll move online like this one did.
Yeah, I think we'll definitely get some online. I said before. think if we postpone them all, then there's going to be a massive backlog of things to fit in. So
Yeah.
I hope it's a nice mix of some postponed, but then some are online. So at least we've got something to do because it's been good fun today. And a big shout out to Nemo who ran the event. He did a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much for running this event, Nemo. This was really, really, really cool. It was an absolute pleasure to just jump in and just commentate out of my own accord. Because let's do this.
Thanks to you, Vesper, for it seems very last minute doing a stream of this today. So thanks for doing that.
Next time I'm going to be way more prepared. I'm going to be more prepared with more bananas. No, but like, thank you so much for running the event. Thank you so much for playing. This was a pleasure to watch and commentate on. And Rotash, thank you for joining. And we're going to be disconnecting, I guess, to have an evening with some dinners and stuff. Everybody have a great evening or morning or whatever time you're currently on, whichever time zone. We'll see you around quite soon. Remember, always be running, but safety first in this season, in this time and age. And yeah, congratulations once more. This was really, really, really cool. Great to watch, great to experience. I'll see you all or hear you all soon.
Yeah.
Cheers.
See ya.